a nice cold beer because today marks a very special day. Today is October 20th, and it is the 1-year anniversary from when I bought the '86 Mustang. Get the hell out of my car, you creep! Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, it's been 1 year since we purchased the Mustang. 1 year, October 20th. This day, last year in 2016, I bought this car. And every day since I have recorded everything that I have done to it because I wanted to share my journey and experience with you guys. So you can see exactly everything that I've done to this car. And it has been the awesomest year ever, simply because I wanted to document in a different way everything that I've done to this car. I worked on cars pretty much my whole life, on and off as a hobby, but this time I decided to videotape it. I wanted to video basically a vlog of me working on this car, driving it, enjoying it, and absolutely just making the car that I saw in my head. And I cannot believe it's been a year. It's been a year, but look how much we have done. So in this video, I am simply just going to recap the whole year, but mainly I want to tell you guys thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for doing this with me. You guys have no idea how much that means to me, man. I started out my YouTube channel with home automation videos and some other videos about my Torino on-off random crap, but I started posting stuff on my Mustang. I said, you know what, it'd be really cool if when I bought this I would just share it with everybody and let them see what I'm doing to the car. And as it turns out, this is where we've came, and here we are now. And I've started out with maybe 200 subscribers, even though I don't care about the number of subscribers, but I realize that there are so many other people out there who want to see other guys like me in their small tiny house garage and wrenching away on their Mustangs. And 1 year later, I've realized after almost 2,000 subscribers now that it is the coolest thing I've ever done. It has absolutely been the most fun, and I just sincerely want to say thank you guys. So seriously, grab yourself a beer and sit back and let's kind of go over a recap of this solid year. Yeah, fun video, right? So thank you again very much, and let's check it out. What is it, buddy? Here we are, man. 1 year ago, I was scrounging Craigslist looking for a new car. I always wanted a Fox body. In fact, I've been looking at these for about 5 years, on and off, and really just got the itch to get myself a 5-speed Fox body. I looked at many of them, and like I said, on and off throughout the years. Finally, this one came up. My budget was super low, so I had to find something I knew that somebody was willing to get rid of, something that somebody had given up on, and something that can need the help that I hopefully can give it that wasn't too far out, too far gone, something above my capabilities. So I found this car on Craigslist, and I went out to look at it. And instantly I fell in love with the fact that it was a 4-ride. I fell in love with the fact that it was a T-top car. It was original 5.0 car. So it was a true, real GT. I knew it didn't have the original paint. I knew it needed some work. So I looked at it. I drove 30 minutes or so, me and my son, Connor. We went out and looked at it. And originally I was like, you know what? Probably not. I knew that it was best if I just probably drove home that night and thought about it. Well, on the way home I told myself there's nothing on that car that I couldn't fix, and it was sitting and rotting and it was not being taken care of. So instantly I knew someone's going to grab this car before me. I need to go get that car, and I need to take it to my garage, and I need to fix it. When I looked at it, I looked underneath the car and I realized that, hey man, did you realize the floor is falling through? I can see cloth in the seats. Literally, the bucket seat was falling through the floor. He said, no, I didn't even know that, man. Well, yeah, it is. So, look, buddy, what you're asking, it's It was a fair price at the time. But I knew when I saw it that there was absolutely no way I could take this car and not fix the floorboards. But that was the good thing about it. It was really just isolated to the fact that the T-tops had been leaking. The rest of the car was solid. There's no rust in it. There's no rust in the back. There's no rust in the trunk. There's no rust in the front. From front to nose, the only rust on the car was in the floorboards. And there's some bubbling, some spot rust on the hatch. But no worries, we'll take care of that. So I knew when I get it that I'd have some work cut out for me. I had a welder. I knew how to weld. No big deal. Let's take care of it. I couldn't get it off my mind. I gave the guy an offer and we brought the car home. So yeah, man, October 30th, 2016. I bring the car home and here it is. So not even 1 week later, I knew that the floorboards were not going to hang. It was not going to last, and there's no way that I could do anything else to this car until the rust had been fixed. So the first thing on my list was let's go ahead and strip out the interior and replace the floor pans. So I got to work welding and putting in new floor pans in the car, along with sunframe connectors and pour 15. Click. Okay, taking a second to put a light in the car. Makes wonders, man. Once the car was back, once the car was solid, and once I knew that the floor pan was solid, it's time to take the car for a test drive. Shit, I had the car for now a couple months and I'd never driven it, not even once on the road. So it's time to take the car for a test drive. That's when I realized the suspension was completely shot on the car and it needed a lot of work. So I turned my attention to basically making the car reliable, making it drivable, making it something that I can actually get in the car and drive. It was more solid for sure. Suffering it helped tremendously. The car was much stiffer, but it didn't steer for shit. It bounced over the road and it clunked over the place, and mostly it stopped terribly. Guys, the Mustang brakes on these 86s were just not nearly capable of doing what they should have been doing even back then in 1986. So quickly on my list I knew that I have to replace the suspension, the brakes, and while I was at it, I might as well convert to 5-lug to give myself more wheel options and give myself options for larger brakes. So first thing I did, I went ahead and decided to strap the steering and replace the steering rack. The steering rack was absolutely shot. Fuck. Once the steering rack was replaced, it's time to head on to the 5-lug conversion. And everybody does that. Everybody knows what this is. It is taking a 4-lug stock Mustang, which all of them are, and making it a 5-lug to an SN95 and up. This gives you more wheel options, gives you much larger brake options, and that was the main reason why I did it. So I went on the cheap. Most of this car was purchased from Craigslist. In fact, I found a 5-lug complete conversion from Craigslist. I purchased it and started to put it on and realized that the 5-lug conversion kit that was used was not really exactly what I wanted. There's limitation with the brake size with the kit that I bought. But one good thing about it is I was able to get the 8.8 put back into it. So I pulled the rear end out of this car and we realized it wasn't even an 8.8. Somebody had swapped the original axle in this car for a 7.5. So luckily with that 5-lug conversion kit, I was able to convert it back to 8.8 with a 373 gear and a posi track. Finished product after the pour 15 on it, daylight. So it definitely looks a lot better. It should hold up, I hope. That pour 15 pretty much sticks to anything. It's pretty tough. It's kind of meant to paint over rust. That's why they call it pour 15, paint over rust. And yeah, so it's pretty much ready to go in. And while I was at it, I went ahead and put SN95 suspension on it. our front brakes spindles and converted to a much larger 13-inch disc rotor. So the 5-link conversion is now being put on. 373 gears, done. Carpet floor mats, done. Fat mat, done. Plug kit, done. Shifter boot still need, gloves, relay for the AC, done. Inner tie rods, done. To-do shampoo seats, okay. Sound deadening, done. Install shifter, install gears. Yeah, let's see here. So we can cross off the master cylinder 1 bore. That came in, so need wheels and tires and gear oil. Rear pads, rotors turned clean, and rear rotors. Rear rotors are done. Okay. There is a big rotor. So the car's rolling, man, I'm finally able to enjoy the car, and I tell you what, this was a pinnacle in the series here, guys. I was able to finally get this car out on the road and drive it around and actually have some fun. And so me and Connor, my son, were able to take this car up to the car shows and just start enjoying the car, man. We took it to Albertsons, I don't know how many times, just to meet up with some folks. Where are we going? Where are we going, buddy? Where are we going? Alright.
Oh no.
Drove the car to work today just to, you know, feel it out, and it drove awesome. I met many cool guys who have other Fox bodies, and this is where I started learning that the Fox body Mustang community is like one big family.
Drop a cam in and fly!
Says the man with the Porsche.
That's right!
Yeah.
Driving a Mustang.
Blasphemy.
Mustang!
That's blasphemy, man.
Oh my God! Put that on face nothing on that. Your full car, a no car.
What's up, Al? Here. We're gonna meet again. Oh my God. I'm running off with it. Yeah, now when you come back, my keys will be on the hood. It's welcome.
Your wheels will be gone, but don't worry. I'm feeling it.
That to me is inspiring enough to make these videos, but at the same time, I didn't realize absolutely how inspiring these may have been to other viewers until I started getting feedback, you know? So I made the vlog. I guess you can call it a vlog. They're not really how-tos. I don't know what you call them. Doesn't matter. Stupid. But I started making these videos, and then I started getting feedback from viewers. And what I realized was I was getting a lot of people saying, look, man, thank you for giving me the motivation to get back out in my garage and work on mine. And I started getting people saying, you know what you do is inspiring. Some people even say, hey, I didn't know how that worked, thank you for showing me. Now I have confidence to go out there and do it myself. And even though it's little stuff, and a lot of mechanics, you know, real-time mechanics probably look at this and say, yeah, whatever, it's child's play, I can do that in my sleep. There's people out there who want to see other guys like me who are doing this kind of video, and that to me I didn't realize was even out there, and so it inspires me to keep making them. I had a guy reach out to me on email, and he had been watching, he's a viewer, and he subscribed, but man, he was in the military and he was about to be deployed again, I think for a second or third time. And you know what he said to me? He said, I got a Mustang at home. I love working on the garage. I love wrenching on it. I'm about to be deployed again. I'm going to be away from the car. I'm going to be away from my family. and I'm able to go overseas and watch your videos. When I watch your videos, it reminds me of when I'm back in my garage and I'm wrenching on my Mustang. And to me, I was like, dude, okay, so people are actually watching this. You know, you don't realize that. I'm out here filming it. I'm just by myself, honestly, most of the time, and have the camera set up and I'm just filming. But then you get emails like this, and this guy pretty much is saying, look, dude, you keep doing what you're doing, and I'll keep watching it. Again, this is just one big ass thank you to you for sticking with me for 1 year, and to know that much more is coming. So guys, look. Cheers, man. That's worth cheersing for. This is the next year to come. In fact, it's more than that. It's not even next year. This is going to happen in the next month or less. Hell, it may happen the next 2 weeks. So you've seen the car transform. You've seen it transform from kind of a non-driving, sort of semi-rust bucket, semi-just help me car, to something that I'm driving everywhere. I can drive this car across the country right now. You know what I mean? I love driving this car. Right now I can drive it to work. It handles like a sports car. It stops like no other, and it's got tons of torque, and the engine is stupid reliable. This thing can just start up and run anywhere. This is the most fun I've ever had in a car, but it's not stopping. It's not. I gotta admit, I hang out too many Mustang guys now, and I realized that this car is going to be absolutely way too much fun with a little turbo in it. But the goal will always be streetable. This will never be a race car. It'll never be a drag car. I'll probably hit the track strip with it. I'll probably race it, but it won't be purposely built a drag car. This is purposely built stupid fun. That's all this is. This is stupid fun Mustang. I should just call it that. It's called it, man. That's it. That's the name. Stupid fun Mustang. That's all it is, guys. It's just a super fun car. These next few videos coming up are going to be even more fun because we're going to be plopping this guy in. We're going to be converting it to mass air. And once this guy's tuned in, dialed in, running as well as it should be, make sure there's no issues, you know, make sure the cam profile is okay, make sure everything is how it should be, then we're going to put a turbo on it. So this will be boosted. This will be on 3. And it will be tuned and it will be low boost, but it will be hopefully pushing somewhere in 450 to 500 horsepower. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be so much fun to drive. And again, God, thank you guys. Seriously, 2,000 viewers. Thank you so much to 1 year. This is all it is here, a 1 year thank you video. So we will see you guys next time. And thank you so much. Please subscribe. Much more to come, as you can see here. Much more. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.